I got we on our way out. What I say? So we ain't playing. I think I took it. I think I took it a little to the head. You know what I mean? Like one little OD guys. I ain't gonna lie. I think I went like 3.5 days without the gym. But hey, we back at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I did some lifts at home and stuff like that, but it ain't the same. Órale, you already know what it is, guys. Man, we in the car, as you can see. You know what I mean, guys? But look, check it out. I just wanted to say real quick. We got back from the gym. I probably put it in the clip. You know what I mean? Getting them gains. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I haven't been to a gym in a little minute, like 3.5 days. You know what I mean? But hey, it's all good. We back. We back at it. Healthy habits. We've been on our healthy habits, you know what I mean? I got my food ready that I made before I left. You know, I put a lot of peppers in there. I don't really like salt. I don't put that much salt. I put it in the clip before this tour. Maybe I'll put it right here. Anyways, guys, so yeah, guys, we doing that right now. We just got to the crib and we got to do a lot of stuff like editing and setting up the room the way we want it again because long story short, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to set things up the way I feel like it'll make it easier to make the videos wherever I want to make it. You know what I mean? Because I don't really like being in like one area too long or the same repetitive spot whenever I make videos, whether it's a car, the white wall, or the back room. You know what I mean, guys? But yeah, so we're gonna try to figure all that one. We are gonna figure all that out. We already we figured it out. We're gonna get it all set up. Is what I'm trying to say. I got some new plans. I don't know if I already showed you guys my little garden and all that stuff that I got going on right now. You know what I mean? I got some nutrients and stuff like that, some plant food or whatever you want to call it for my stuff. But yeah, guys, I kind of figured out how to. Oh snap! It's not compliant. Anyways, guys, I kind of figured out more or less how to, cause I've been kind of wanting like get into gardening, I guess you could say, because for me it makes me happy, and most of all, I think the biggest reason is it like grounds me and it relaxes me. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like I find it therapeutic in a way, I guess you could say, and I don't mind spending my time like that. So it's a healthy thing to do outside because I'm out in the sun, I'm out with nature and all that stuff, and I like that stuff. I like being connected to the earth and the elements, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? I've always loved being outside and all that stuff, but you know, guys, the way technology be, kind of like it takes over, man, and all that stuff, but anyways, guys, I kind of found, like I said, you know, before I kind of mentioned in some other videos, man, like, even if on my map I don't have it laid out where I want to go or everything, what is, like, you know, paths and stuff like that, eventually I'm going to get there, guys. Like, for example, guys, I don't know my anime watchers out there, you know what I mean? Like, in One Piece, for example, you know what I'm saying? There's a part where there's like 6 different crews or 7 different crews or something like that, like, you know, little pirate gangs or what's not, and they're trying to make it to the red line because after the red line, I guess they're trying to get to the ground line or whatever because they all have the same goal, which is to be a king of the pirate, the best of the best, the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, not everyone can make it to these 7 paths, and there's so many entrances, right? But only seven of them lead there, and that's if you can make it through that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. I don't know which path I'm gonna take. I don't know about these. I just got. I don't want to say I just got lucky, but this is just the path I happen to take, and I feel like either way, it's gonna get me to where I need to get to, and that's all that matters right now. You know what I mean, guys? Like, this is the path I'm on at the moment, but I know that it's playing its role in my life for some reason because at some point in my future, something from this part of my journey is going to benefit me. You know what I mean? Like, for example, whether prices on vegetables go up like crazy and I already have my own planting, so I don't need to worry about that, or whether at some point in the future I get involved with some cool project where I need to do some kind of agriculture, or maybe I get into some kind of job or career, maybe somewhere along my line my purpose is something to do with some kind of not even just the agriculture like that or anything in that sense, but something that I learned or something that I gained out of all this. Let's say, for example, out of this journey, I gained a boatload of patience that I didn't have before in a specific area that I didn't know. For example, like when you're working out and you know you have your biceps and all that, but when you actually start working out, you realize not only can you make your biceps like bigger, you can make them wider. You know what I'm saying? For example, like there's more than just that one muscle around that muscle. There's those other smaller muscles around it that make it that whole thing. You know what I mean? Like in your arm isn't just like two muscles or whatever. Like there's a bunch of different components, small muscles in there, whatever around there, and your shoulders, a bunch of different little muscles. You know what I mean, guys? So it's like I'm kind of working on one of those smaller things, but I don't know it yet. And at some point in the future, it's gonna pay off. You know, like for example, when I was younger and working out, I didn't really have like any kind of muscle definition anywhere. But when I started actually working out around 18 or whatever, anyways, guys, so like around when I was 18 and I actually started working out, I didn't actually ever really have any kind of definition or nothing like that. And when I started really going hard and, you know, doing everything right, I guess you could say, I started noticing like on my shoulder, like there was a muscle here, then another one over here, then over here. And I started getting like little lines and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like more definition to it is what I'm saying. And it's like, at the time I was really into, you know, the muscles and the body and all that stuff, because I really love developing the muscles. I'm working on all of them as much as I can equally. So when I started getting into that and seeing it, it was very interesting, because it was like, that's cool. I've been working everything and doing all sorts of workout, not just one specific thing all the time. I hit all different areas of everything that I can, that my body can mechanically do. I hit those areas even if it looks awkward. I don't see people doing it. Like for example, at the time I used to do like, you know, tricep pull downs. You like push them like that, right? I used to do them like with the bar. I'll do it backwards like that. And I remember like at the time people would just kind of give you looks like, "Oh, what's this guy doing?" But I remember, I'm pretty sure I saw a video recently of Jeff Cavalier. Shout out Jeff. You know, if you guys need some mean workouts, home workouts, you know, all those calisthenic, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff, hit it up there, man. He's awesome. Great video. Awesome dude, man. I actually bought some of his protein and stuff like that. Not endorsed. I don't even know the homie, but that's the big bro. It's the big homie, you know. But anyways, guys, I watched his video and he actually had a workout, something about the tricep and hitting it like that because you get some kind of full extension. In my head, I was like, yo, man, exactly. You know, like I knew it felt like I was doing something right. But anyways, my point is like I just hit all ranges of motion and all stuff like that so that I can hit everything. And apparently it did well, because when I started cutting down in the body fat and my muscles started going a little like getting stronger and a little bigger, I guess you could say. I don't want to say I got big, because they never got big like that. I never like really worked like that, but they got really strong, you know. And when I started cutting, they started getting pretty defined. So it was really cool to see that work. You know what I mean, guys? So the point is, just like that, I feel like this whole journey that I'm going on with the planting and making, like having my own vegetable garden, and I'm even getting flowers and stuff like that. I've had 4 roses here that I've had forever, man, and like rose bushes, and they're just kind of there for like 2 or 3 years, man. So I kind of figured out how to make more plant off of cutting them, which is what I already do when I have to like trim them and stuff. So that's pretty cool, guys. You know, I have a next project, I guess, but all that stuff I feel like is one of those smaller areas in my life that I'm gonna have to that I'm gonna work at, and it's gonna help me at some point in the future get me to my final goal. Hold up, give me a second. Someone's calling me. All right, guys, man, I'm back. Yeah, so that phone call was pretty much, so I didn't want to say nothing because I wasn't sure. But yeah, so on top of all that planning stuff, I decided to join and find like a community garden in my city, and thankfully there was one kind of close to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple blocks down. So it's pretty cool, guys, and they called me back, and they were saying, because, you know, it's like volunteer stuff like that, and you don't, like, it's volunteer, guys, you know what I mean? You just go in there and help out or whatever as much as you can or as much as you want and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't even know much about it. All I know is that they're a garden, and they plant a whole bunch of stuff, and they teach you how to do all that stuff, and you get to plant your own stuff there that not like it's yours, but in the sense of you planted it, so it's like, yo, as my plant, I made that, and then they're done. You harvest them, and oh man, that shit is crazy. And then you harvest them, and they have a restaurant it's a vegan restaurant, and you cook all that. They cook all that stuff there and serve it. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, I'm gonna learn a little bit of cool stuff like that. I'm gonna learn a little bit of cool stuff like that. I'm gonna see what, like, all that stuff. Like I said, at some point it's gonna help me. Like, for example, I'm gonna learn how to grow not only the vegetables that I'm growing now. I'm gonna learn how to grow them better. I'm gonna learn how to grow more stuff, because I'm pretty sure, like, for example, you can only grow certain things. Like, man, you can only grow certain things in certain seasons and what's not. Now, at this point, I'm in the space where it's like, I don't believe in that. If I can grow, I'm gonna grow it. It doesn't matter when. You know what I mean? But I'm sure there's rules to it. You know, like, I saw some video of some guy that to help prevent his plants from frosting, and over the snow, he puts like 2 inches of like hay or grass, like dried grass or something. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure even if it gets cold, which it doesn't, because it's really, really hot here. I think even if it gets really hot, I can put that on top and it protects it, you know. So when I go this Friday, I already set it up. I'm going this Friday at 9 a.m. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm doing that. I might take my grandma with me. I don't know if she's going to be down, but that's that. Yeah, guys. So like I said, I think this has something. I know this. I'm gonna get something out of it that's gonna help me some way in my future. It's just one of the paths that I ended up on out of all the paths that I could have, and I'm gonna get somewhere. And from there, new paths shall form, and I shall take a new route or continue the route I may be on, depending on what that harvest is looking like. You know what I'm saying, guys? But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for watching this little video. I'm gonna upload it now, so you guys can see it. And then we're going to have some other stuff going on. Yo, I'm going to say it now. I kind of wanted to save it. I'm staying over there because there's a big bird in the tree, and I don't know what kind of bird it is. But it's not probably just a pigeon. Anyways, guys, so watch. A lot of the reasons that I've been having trouble with my whole editing stuff is because I only have my phone right now, you know. And I've said it a million times. You have your phone, you can do your stuff there. If you're really, really dedicated, you can do it, you know. And that's true. Me, I'm the kind of person that I do stuff a certain way. I'm doing it like that, and if it gets interrupted, I have a hard time getting back on track and railing back on. You know what I mean? Once it derails, I have a hard time, bro. And that's something I've been working on, guys. But I'm not afraid or ashamed to admit it, because it's the truth, you know. And I'm kind of here to share with you guys the way I feel and the way I'm experiencing stuff or whatever, the way I move and process and stuff like that, and how it grows. You know what I mean? Also, with that being said, so my bad. On top of that, so I was doing everything on my iPad with my iPad, so I got all that stuff just for like doing stuff like this almost a year ago. I started YouTube, you know, and another gaming channel and all that, and I would do editing. I kind of got into this, and I was like, yo, this is fun, you know. I'll record the stuff here, airdrop it, edit it, get it done. It was giving me a hard time, so I started doing it on my phone. I was consistent with my phone. Then I kind of got wrecked on that iCloud stuff. Then I went back and started doing stuff on the iPad again. iPad cracked. I was kind of annoyed. I never told you guys, you know what I mean? I never told you guys my iPad cracked. But yup, it cracked, man, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it like that no more. When I get upset, like, I stay upset for a minute, you know? So it's another thing I'm working on, guys. But hey, so with that being said, 2 days ago, I took it back to Best Buy. I think I got some clips. If I got the clips, I'm dropping it now. If I don't, what up? But yeah, man, so anyways, guys, you guys see, or as you guys saw, or maybe you didn't, but as you know, took it to Best Buy. Only took 3 days. They're going to ship one now. They're shipping it out right now. It's already going to come in tomorrow, guys. Yes, sir. If tomorrow's Thursday, which I'm pretty positive it is, that's when we're getting it in. So it's going to be easier for me to just go back to my rhythm and get back on track, guys. But regardless of that, we're getting some videos out. We're getting this one out too. Appreciate you guys for watching. Drink your water, man. But yeah, don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid of trying new stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you'll never know what's the next to get in, the next thing that you actually have a lot of interest in, man. Like, who knew that I was gonna get into gardening, bro? Into gardening, from all the things out there that I could be doing, like I don't know, man. I could have gone to CrossFit or something like that. You know what I mean? where they show you the correct way to do an improper lift. shout out bro science. You know what I mean, man? But anyways, guys, shout out CrossFit too. I'm just playing. But it's funny. But yeah, man. So that's it, guys. I'm still laughing at it because it's funny. I used to tell my homeboy that all the time because he's in CrossFit. Shout out my homeboy, man. You already know what it is. But yeah, guys. So I could have gotten into anything. I got into gardening. That's what it is. It is what it is. I'm happy. I'm really cool with it. I'm getting closer to something, and I'm rocking with it. We're gonna stick with it. I'm gonna get it on YouTube. I talked to the lady, the really nice lady. Shout out. I don't remember what they're called, guys. My bad. But yeah, man. So shout out to them. They're really cool. I asked her. I told her we got the channel that I just kind of want to record the stuff for the homies, for the fellas. You know what I mean? But she said it's all good. She said just don't like record people because then you have to have like some kind of video contract and what's not and all this stuff. I guess because of whatever it is. But I told her not to worry about that. You know what I mean? That I'm not even going to record people as the volunteers. I'm recording the plants and what I'm doing. And I might do a voice edit for you guys when I get home and on the edits with the fresh iPad, baby. Come on, guys. So what are you talking about? Everything's falling into place. And we'll see you guys soon. Drink your water, all right? We'll see you guys soon. Give your dog a treat. Give your dog a bone. If you know, you know. I'll see you guys in a minute.